Denmark has found 214 people infected with mink-related coronavirus.
This post received a score of 21,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Mink-related coronavirus. The most luxurious of all coronavirus.
It's like the virus realized how shitty things have been this year and is actively trying to target the rich to bring some sanity back to the world.
I don't see how factory-farmed mink are the rich in this scenario. The rich may wear them, but the mink are sentient animals forced to live in tiny cages and their own urine. And now it'll be a holocaust. All this proves is that Western countries have the equivalent of wet markets too. I caught so much shit for months telling the people frothy about wet markets that industrial farming, ranching, and especially processing were just as bad as the open-air markets in developing countries. I wish I felt vindicated instead of just nauseous.
That you feel nauseous instead merely means you are a better person than you thought you were.
Come on, Denmark. You have to squash this.
Sadly, it's not just Denmark. Outbreaks have been reported in the Netherlands, Denmark, Spain, Sweden and the US.
Fucking 1918 pandemic all over again. Second strain of Spanish flu did more damage than the first.
Round 2, fight. Smashes all the buttons.
Hey, sometimes it works. The only time I ever beat my older brother in Killer Instinct was by furiously mashing buttons until I pulled off a 22-hit combo. I'm open to button mashing as a strategy at this point.
Relevant. Why button mashing doesn't work. Why button mashing works sometimes.
I am confused. It says 214 people infected, then says only 12. What's the real number?
The 214 people infected by mink-related coronavirus is true enough, but only 12 have been infected by the newly found cluster 5 virus, which is the strain that seems unaffected by the COVID-19 antibodies and the reason why Denmark is culling all their minks. The other 202 infections are caused by cluster 1 through 4, which are all very similar to COVID-19 and have similar reactions in regards to the antibodies.
Okay, so based on this, there is absolutely no way we can be sure that the current COVID-19 going around isn't 2 to 3 different strains at this point, right? Not being a doomer, but this pandemic will literally never end if this is the case. The world will likely never go back to normal now.
I am already functioning as if we are never going back. We'll either make the eventual reality easier, or I'll be pleasantly surprised.
The first realist I've seen here. The global economy won't survive continuous lockdowns and I think this virus vaccine will be a game of whack-a-mole just like flu vaccine is now. Sadly, lots of people are dying one way or another.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.